Yo everyone, what's up? Welcome to DotaGodTV on YouTube, and today I'm gonna talk about the new patch. I'm gonna do a patch analysis on patch note 7.13. I've went through it once already. I've read through everything, and I have some mixed feelings about it, but no big deal. It's just some, to me, for people who are busy and only have like less than 1 minute to watch this video, here's a short conclusion for this patch. It's more like a rebalancing patch overall. That's it. No big deal. No huge buffs and nerfs, as I can tell. And I've actually tried a few like MMR games already, and I don't think it's kind of a big deal at all. Like, it's kind of unnoticeable, like for most people, I think. I don't know how do you think about this patch, but for me, it's just overall rebalancing. Okay, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. So Edges now has an alternate tooltip that explains how to pronounce the item. What? I don't get it. I can't find it like so far. Where is that tooltip that explains how to pronounce the item? Where is it? If anyone of you knows where is it, let me know in the comments below, so I can find it. Tier 1 tower team bounty reduce. Okay, tier 2 tower bounty reduce, tier 3 bounty reduce, tier 4 reduce, range barracks team bounty reduce, filler building gold bounty reduce. So all this shit, towers, bounties, have reduced significantly. So that's about 25%. That's about, I would say, a 40%, 30%, it's 10, 20%, 10%, 20%, yeah, it's 33%. So it's all reduced. So by pushing the tower really quickly, you'll have, I'll say, an average of 30% less gold right now than before. Before, we would always go high ground and get about maybe around 2k gold. So 30% less will be, maybe we'll get 1.4k now for going high ground, for getting the first Rex and all this shit. Okay, I mean, not just the buildings, maybe just the buildings and killing some heroes will add up to like about 2k. Because when I'm spamming Shaman and when we get the first Rex, I usually have like 2k when we get out of there. Around an average 2k every time. Range creep average gold bounty reduce. Why do they reduce all this bounty? Are they trying to slow the game down? I think they're trying to speed up the game, but now they're slowing it down for some reason. I don't know why. This doesn't mean that push strat doesn't work anymore. Everything basically still works the same. It's just less awarding, around 30% less awarding than usual. That means you can't just get like extra 2k gold. Instead you're getting around like 1.3k. So maybe you can't get a the timer for you to get a BKB when you finish 1 Rex. Maybe you still need to farm for an Ogre Club or so. I think that's the whole thing. Just want to slow down by a little bit. Is it gonna be game changing? I don't think it's gonna be a game changing patch for this one. It's just normal. Hey Honey Chilai, what does the first change means? The first one, you mean the edges now has an alternate tooltip that explains how to pronounce the item. It's just a tool that tells you how to pronounce the edges the right way. That's what it is. Sounds weird to me. Range creep bounty reduced again by 5%. I don't know why are they doing this. Like, they're trying to slow down the game pace for some reason. Glyph duration increased from 5 to 6. Okay, this is actually okay to me because you can only use Glyph like once every like so long, right? They want to slow down the push for some reason, and they want to give less rewarding to the pushers. This is weird. This is so weird. I'm not sure what direction they're trying to go into next, but I think the next patch 7.14 is going to be very much related to the tweaks right now, I think. Melee barracks HP increase of 300. That's a 20% increase. That's a lot. Shrines HP increase. Shrines now have 5 HP regen. Okay, so if you don't kill the shrine with an illusion, it will auto regen. Reskill level 12 to 25. Respawn time curve to be slightly less early and at the same later on. That's no big deal. That means you can revive a little bit, like maybe 4 seconds sooner. 4 to 6 seconds sooner. Than before, so that you can defend the high ground. So that's another thing that slowed down the push. This is slowing down the push, slowing down push, slowing down push, slowing down push. Maybe they think everyone's pushing too fast right now, so they just want to slow down the push by a little bit. But as far as I know, after playing a few games, I can't actually feel the difference. Like, it's not that significant that, oh no, we can't push anymore. No, it's not like that. Probably takes a little longer to push. That's it. Remove hero class specific perks. The bonus now affect all classes. So this means that before, like, strength hero get static resistance, agility get move speed and armor, and I think move speed buff, and then intelligence get magic damage buff. Okay, that's the specific perks that they used to have. But now that they removed it, it's not like they remove everything, but now that the bonuses affect everything, every hero in every different classes. So no matter your strength, intelligence, or agility hero, if you buy items that buff certain things, it will buff that hero. Let's say Morphling. If Morphling buys Scythe of Ice, it's gonna buff his magic damage. That's what it basically means. Remove status resistance as a strength based attribute bonus. So there's no more status resistance for strength based hero. That's what it means. So if you're playing strength based heroes and getting like 4-6 hearts on a hero just to improve the status resistance, like for instance Potch, Centaur, all this high strength hero, now you don't get status resistance anymore. Rebalance strength, intelligence, agility bonus below. They still provide 1 bonus damage to primary attribute to holders. Okay, so if you have the primary attribute to that specific class, you still get 1 bonus damage for every attribute you have from items or from your growth, from your leveling up. Primary attribute now provides 25% more benefit to the bonuses it provides. Okay, so after sharing all, affecting all classes, if you are the primary attribute or the primary class, you will get 25% more benefit to the bonuses it provides. It's pretty straightforward, right? It's not something very complicated. But here's the new thing. You don't actually let's go through first. All strength, 20 health per strength, and you get regen and you get status resistance. Now the new strength, for every point you get 18 health plus 25 for strength heroes. Okay, so if you're a strength hero, you get 22.5. If you're agility or intelligent hero, you get 18. So that's the differences. You get a little bit more than before if you're the main attribute holder. But if you're not, then you're still getting 18 strength, 18 health. 0.55 if you're not the main attribute, but 0.68 if you're the main attribute. I mean, this sounds legit to me. I mean, it doesn't sound like something very different. Like, this is across attribute, but now there's a bracket for main attribute, so it's like 25% more. That's it. So instead of status resistance, it gives magic resistance now. So this is the case, like it's like if you played Dota 1, you know, like strength hero counters intelligence, and then intelligence counters agility, and then agility counters strength heroes. This is how it works in the very beginning. So they're just trying to rebalance the whole thing over again. Maybe status resistance is too OP. In my opinion, it's really OP, especially when it gets to the late game, like Potch and Centaur is so strong. But by removing that is actually balancing out the hero a bit more, because strength hero is so strong for the previous few patches since they introduced the status resistance. It's so tanky. So all intelligence, 12 mana, 2 mana regen, spell amp, magic resistance. Now it's giving 12 mana, 1.8 mana regen. It's a bit lesser, a bit more. It's the same case, like just like strength. Spell amplification. It's a bit more on intelligent hero. It's still the same on other heroes like agility and strength hero. So I think this doesn't affect Morphling, right? Because he doesn't have the main attribute for spell amp. But it doesn't provide magic resistance anymore. So the intelligence hero will be a little bit weaker when it comes to magic resistance, and the strength heroes now are a little bit stronger for magic resistance. Feels like they just move this here and reduce half of it. But if you're a strength hero, you get 1 0.18. That's even higher than the old intelligence hero magic resistance. And old agility armor. Oh, you get more armor now if you're playing agility hero compared to last time. A bit less armor if you're not agility. 1 attack speed, still the same overall. On 1.25, you get more attack speed on agility hero. Movement speed, you get a little bit more than before, a little bit less than before if you're not agility hero. So they're basically, I think it looks to me like they're kind of trying to buff agility hero a little bit more, so to make them even stronger in the later game right now. So agility hero is even stronger than before, like Juggernaut, Anti-Mage, Morphling and all this. They have better attack speed, or they have higher attack speed than before. At least they have 25% extra attack speed per attribute. I don't think that's gonna be severe because it's only per attribute. I don't know, we have to try this out, like more games, to realize how OP are the agility heroes, because I always feel like the agility heroes are always the weaker ones compared to intelligence and strength, because the patch now emphasizes the early mid game and the early laning stage more than the late game right now. So this buff for the later game is legit. It's not gonna be game changing because you still have to work your way to the late game. So by making them stronger in the late game, it actually makes sense to me. It makes a lot of sense. Making the strength hero is actually, I don't think it's a nerf or a buff here, but it's actually a rebalancing. They actually nerfed they took away status resistance, but they gave magic resistance, so it's better in a way, but weaker in a way. I think this is making the strength heroes even like a little bit stronger towards a magic lineup. So right now, after this rebalancing, I think if you see a lot of intelligent heroes in the enemy team, you can just think this way: let's pick more strength heroes in our lineup so that we can counter them. That's the way you should think now, because of the magic resistance that you're getting on strength heroes and the high HP. Except with Zeus, for Zeus though, because Zeus have like strength remove, so Zeus is still gonna be OP. For intelligent hero, I think the M is a bit stronger now, but it's still weak. It's still weak against strength hero, but it's stronger now against agility hero. So for every hero, like for strength and intelligence, is more like give and take, rebalance. For agility hero is more like a buff to agility hero this patch, because when you're playing agility, you have to work your way through the early mid and into the late game, and by doing that, it's really hard. In this patch, it's still not gonna make any type of attribute super OP now, but we're gonna definitely see a little bit of changes now. Do you guys have any questions about this patch? Because it's actually very straightforward, and it's a very straightforward rebalancing. It's no big deal. I can't see any hero being really OP now, but I can see the intelligence hero counters agility hero even more now, and the agility hero counters are way stronger in the later game, and the strength heroes are more to pick to counter intelligence strat right now. That's what I see. My conclusion is, for this patch, is you're gonna get less bounty for pushing, so you have to focus on your farming and rotation more. That's still gonna be the same. It's just that it's gonna be less rewarding, but it's not gonna stop a push strat for pushing. and it's not going to stop the early game to snowball. It's not going to be that of a big deal, but it's going to slow down the push a little bit more because Gleef have one more extra second. But maybe we'll see something else the next patch that concludes why do they release a patch like this. I think they're going to release new items in the coming patch that gives more status resistance. So now the only thing that gives you, they remove status resistance for strength hero, but they didn't remove this status resistance thing. So you still get it from items. Like I think the only item now that provides status resistance is Eon Disc. So you still get 25% status resistance. So they're making this item even more important now for the strength heroes and for every hero across the game. So this is the only item now. If I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, or leave a comment, or just leave a comment below if I'm wrong, because I believe this is the only item now that provides status resistance. So Eon Disc is probably a must-have in a team now, especially when you're playing a tanky hero or a hero that needs to sustain in a team fight. Like example, Brewmaster, Abaddon, Doom, Clockwork, Centaur, or even Tidehunter. Like, so you want this to make your tanky heroes even more tanky now, because you don't get the base status resistance anymore. So this is probably a must-have. I mean, that's what I can see for the future games or the future pro games. But other than that, no big deal. So don't worry, it's not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be Dota 6 now. No, nothing like that. So just keep calm and farm and play the game as it is right now. But just watch out for counter with the different class now. It actually makes more sense now for different classes. For picking the right class to counter pick, there's actually more hard work for captains when they're drafting. They have to think more in the different class of hero pools instead of just the hero or whatever it is before this. Like now you have to think of the class more than before. That's it, especially in the pro games. But in the usual pop games, it's gonna be just normal. So just chill, man. Hi, Junwei. Yeah, I'm a very small YouTuber. But I hope you guys like my patch analysis. You guys can watch the replay after this, because I'm trying to cut this as short as possible. If you guys have any questions and you guys are late for the live session, always feel free to drop me a question. I'll answer every question, guarantee, because I'm a small YouTuber. I'll be able to answer everyone's questions, so no problem. So anything else you guys want to let me know, or any other video that you guys want me to make in future, just let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to make the videos that you guys want to watch. So thank you so much for tuning in to DotaGodTV on YouTube. I'll be back in my Twitch channel after this. Actually, I'll go and cook dinner, and I'll be back to Twitch again for my casual daily games on my MMR games. So I'll see you guys later, and thanks for always supporting DotaGodTV. Thank you all the fans, friends out there that supports, and thank you all the viewers, the new viewers, new fans. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.